Keratinocyte are the skin cells that are on top of the melanocyte. So this would be the top of the skin, and this is deep in the skin. Do you see? Okay. So if you're in the sun, yes, you can have DNA damage, right, in your skin cells. Stop that, focus. Okay, you can have DNA damage in your skin cells if there's UV light. Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. When you have DNA damage, what do you keep? What do you make? P53. Okay, P53 is a transcription factor, yes?
Yes.
And it binds to lots of different genes, but one gene that it binds to is this POMC gene. POMC gene is going to code for a protein called alpha MSH. Alpha MSH is produced in the ER, buds out. Yes, are you watching? Following the dancing alpha MSH?
That's so fun. It's like Buddy the Elf.
Right? We're going out of the cell, okay? Then we're going. Are you going?
Oh, wait.
Following?
What?
Ben, you gotta get down. Come over here.
It's gonna bind to a receptor on the melanocyte. This is alpha MSH. Let me just write that down so that it's clear. Alpha MSH. So it actually stands for melanocyte stimulating hormone because it's gonna stimulate the melanocyte. Yes? Okay. This is a GPCR. Do you remember the G protein coupled receptor?
Yep.
This is G protein. So you're going to have a signal sequence here, right? Cell signaling. This particular GPCR is called MC1R. You're going to need to know that one word there. But
MC1R.
MC1R. Okay, so the MC1R is a G protein coupled receptor that has alpha MSH as a ligand. Are you with me?
Yep.
Okay. Eventually, the cell signaling is going to activate a transcription factor called MITF. MITF is going to turn on 3 genes, tyrosinase, TRP1, and TRP2. These genes for this pathway. So when you have skin damage, you make alpha MSH, you turn those genes on, you make more of these, and you get more dark pigment. That's what tanning is.
Wait, so it's okay.
Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and that's the overgrowth of the cells responding to increased cancer?
No, you just get dark and tan.
Then how does it increase your chance?
That's the mutations that happen over there.
That's what I'm saying.
Sunburns.
The UV
So
light.
sunburns are basically those cells are dying. Sad, right? If you don't tan, right, you're not signaling this well, or else the genes that make pigment aren't working well in the first place. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about race. Are you ready? Okay, so first of all, there are no white people. Do you understand? Even albino people aren't white, like the whiteboard. Yes? All humans and all mammals have some kind of pigment somewhere. Yes? So what I'm saying is like Caucasian people who are lighter skinned, not white, but tan. Yes? They all share a mutation in this gene that codes for this protein. This is the SLC45A. So if you're Caucasian, you've got a faulty SLC45A. What this protein does is it is a proton pump that pumps protons out of the melanosome. That raises the pH in the melanosome, which is critical for all these enzymes to function. If this doesn't work really well, none of these enzymes are working at their best. Does that make sense? So white people just can't make a lot of pigment in their skin because this proton pump isn't working all that well. Asian people tend to have a different reason why they're lighter skinned. They have a mutation in the OAC2. It still works. They're not albino, but it doesn't work as well, right? So it restricts the amount of tyrosine that gets into the melanosome. Does that make sense? So there's 2 ways you can have less pigment. Are you seeing this?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay? The darker your skin, the more, there's 3 ways to have dark skin. You're either making more of those 2 pigments, yes? You have more melanosomes in your melanocyte, right? Or you're producing the pigment at a higher rate, right? Either way, you have more pigment, you're gonna have a darker skin. Dark skin is the normal phenotype of humans. That's the first phenotype humans had when humans evolved. They had dark skin, right? Because it's protective, right? Against the sun's damage. Yes? So everything else that isn't dark skin is a mutation.
So we're all mutated?
We are all mutated, yes. Okay, so the normal thing is dark. Okay, good, we're good with
Dark
that.
is normal.